everyone, it's me, Emily. Today I'm pretty excited because I'm doing a speed build on my island and it's going to be a rock garden, so pretty fun, something a bit different because you can only really do one per island, and I'm very excited to show you it. Just a note, I am not at uni at the moment, so I'm back home, which means there's people moving around and my dog and my cats and stuff, so if there's a bit more background noise than normal, I do apologise for that, but I know it's been not too long, but a little while since I made a video, so hopefully you guys are keen to see something and it should be fun. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to run you up to the location. So I got 6 rocks and I went for a circle instead of a grid. I just think that the circle gives a little bit more of like that fairy circle kind of image, which is what I wanted to go for, just because this is on the fairy part of my island. So in terms of theme, I want it to be very light colours, nice and pretty. I got some butterfly models as well, which I traded for on Nookazon in one of my more recent Nookazon videos. So yeah, we're just going to create a kind of fairy butterfly garden around this circle of rocks. And I'm not too keen to leave the rocks accessible. I don't really hit my rocks to collect materials or anything, so it's okay if I put items right next to the rocks that mean you can't hit them as well. In terms of a path, because this is in my fairy section, I went with this really pretty Alice Blue road path. If you guys want a code, just leave me a comment and I will get you the code. Same with any of the other codes I use in my videos, you can always just ask me what I'm using and I will do my very best to find it for you. But this path is just so gorgeous. It is sparkly and blue and I just adore how it looks. It looks very, very pretty during winter. I really loved it when the snow was on the ground on my island. I think it looked so good like that, and would definitely recommend if you're doing a winter island that this might be a path you want to use because it looks so cute, very subtle. But even on the bright summer green grass, I still think it looks very nice. And then for the centre of my rock circle, I am using the Bunny Day tree. I know that Bunny Day gets a lot of hate. I think it gets a lot of unnecessary hate because Bunny Day is so fun. And the Bunny Day furniture, especially the ones that you buy in Timmy and Tommy's, is so cute. Like, this tree is perfect. It's pastel, it's a little bit whimsical. I really like it. And I went with the Emperor butterfly models just because they are such a pretty blue and I felt like they worked really nicely with the path. Then to try and add a little bit of a different pathing so that it's not all the exact same, I came through with this baby grass green path and I wanted to create a bit of a kind of curvy section going towards that little tree. And you may have seen when I was running up to the area, I have a whole little orchard going on right now with these tiny trees. You just grow them to whatever height you like. So you buy the trees from Timmy and Tommy's, grow them up to whatever height you want, and then you just plant a fruit tree behind them and it stops them from growing. So yeah, if you want to make your own little trees, feel free to do that. I changed my mind about that grass path and actually decided to come through and use some of this arched tile pathing, which I really like actually. I don't use too many of the in-game paths normally, but this one is very pretty. And especially for the fairy area, just below here, below the little cliff, we have my Spring Court fairy area, which I've also done a speed build on if you're interested. And I really like that build. So I wanted this part to kind of tie in, like maybe when she lives in that spring fairy court, she might come up here and see this mystical rock garden. I'm using this little white log stool to help me create some height, because if I would put an item right behind that tree, it would be hidden, whereas by placing it on top of the log stool, it raises it up a bit so that you can see it from behind the tree, which I really like. For flowers, I'm just using the white cosmos. It's so pretty, especially with that little dot of yellow. I really like it. And I also have some of those light pink windflowers, which are kind of perfect because they are very pastel. And the current bushes that are in season, I want to say that they're the azaleas. They're the blue and kind of fuchsia coloured ones. And they're very bright and I don't really like them. I like them for some builds, but in terms of having a cute pastel kind of image, I wasn't that keen on them. So instead, I'm using the camellias because when they're not flowered, I think they look really pretty. The leaves are very nice and look kind of waxy and cute. So yeah, I liked how that looked. And just to add a bit more dimension right at the back, I'm coming in with this plain party lights arch. I think that's what it's called. It has a long item name. But yeah, I like it. And it took me a while to decide how I wanted to do the flowers because I wanted one of them to be on some dirt. So I went with this setup. But I didn't like it because basically on the right, the flower and the bush were very far away, whereas on the left they were very close, and so it kind of felt like they were going the wrong way almost. So I decided to switch them around, and I changed my mind about using the light dirt. I just didn't think it looked quite as good as I was wanting. I'm really just coming in with some finishing touches now by adding in a few more leaves and a few more sparkles onto the ground just to keep filling up the little blank bits of grass I have. And with that, I think we are done. So let me take you on a final walkthrough of the area. It's pretty nice and small, so you'll come up this path. I think that the white plank works well for the build. And then you've got this really pretty pathing, a little crescent moon pond. Some of the rocks are still accessible as well, which is really nice. And then I think that the bunny day tree in the middle is looking so good. Those butterflies really bring it to life. A lot of flowers, a lot of shrubbery. So yeah, I am really super pleased with this build. I hope you guys have all enjoyed it. It was nice and short. So yeah, I think that's it from me today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!